trust what you say and that's all okay. But everything starts to feel like a con, and I'm the pawn. Am I right or wrong?
Welcome back to another episode of Knock On. This week we're here in my home state of Iowa, but unlike other years, it's going to be much different because we were hugely impacted by the EHD virus that took out a lot of our mature buck population as well as many of our mature does. As many of you in the Midwest experienced this year, this drought with the receding water lines really spurred on that EHD virus, and unfortunately we've been finding more mature deer dead than we have sheds this year. So we did really struggle. Little Dud was the only one fortunate enough to get a buck on film, so we're going to join him on that hunt, and then immediately following we're going to go on some of my favorite hunts when things are as they are normally here in my home state of Iowa.
Select Hunter. Select UA Package. Select Point. Select Transport. Select Accuracy Package. Select Nikon Optics.
One November evening, sitting in the bail blind, Little Dud and I finally got a look at a buck that I'd like him to shoot. This was a buck that I thought I had caught earlier deep in the timber and had got a really good look at. So I was really hoping that this buck would come back out in the corn and present us with a shot that was close enough for Little Dud to take. So we just waited him out, and sure enough, as evening approached, this buck that I had once seen thick in the timber finally made his way out where we could get a good shot.
Meh. Meh.
There you go, buddy. Come on, baby, come on. Yeah, I think it's a good one. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I was praying he would come back. And he did.
Oh my gosh.
I was afraid he wouldn't stop, but he did.
Yes, that was great. Great shot. He looked awesome.
He did. I like that lighted knock too. Looks awesome.
Yes. There's my little dude right there.
I got the face paint rocking.
Got the face paint. He's the first guy to shoot a buck in November. End of November, I'm shaking right now.
Me too.
That is awesome. This is it's been a tough year, real tough. Big drought, blue tongue. I mean, we've had a tough year, but we saw him earlier today come out, and I thought we might get one shot at him. He just came up checking a doe, and he turned to run back down there, and I hit him with the grunt tube, and he came right in to check it out.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Super striper.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Well, there's our setup back there, and we just love the bail blinds and the tall corn, and we marked it, so let's see if we can find this big boy.
He went out to the right of that cedar. To the just to the right of that cedar.
Big old trail.
Look for blood though. Seen anything?
It kind of looks like some. Yeah, there's some right there.
Sweet. There's your knock. I can see it. I just saw it right
oh yeah,
there.
there's a knock. I'm lighting.
Come right here. Come right here. Come right here. Dang, dude.
Yeah. Sweet. That's
Let's go see this sucker.
We'll get him.
Wow. Great buck. Great buck. Wow, buddy. Awesome buck. Very, oh, I can smell him. Definitely mature.
Ooh, yeah. Got a little bit of urine on him. Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
That's a great deer.
Good stuff. Nice. I like his horns and good old tongue sticking out.
Yeah, we try not to let the tongues hang out, but that was a good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dang good shot. It's been a tough year, hasn't it?
Yeah. Been going out, no luck.
That's
Couple
how-
does and what, a fawn?
Yeah, a couple does and fawns, and
Yeah.
see a lot of deer on trail cameras. We just haven't been able to get them. Haven't been able to get them in front of us.
Yeah.
Good old Element, Carbon Element did it again, didn't it?
Yeah. That thing is just killer. Shreds them up.
Awesome buck.
Yeah. Pumped.
Congrats, buddy.
Be sure to visit knockonarchery.com to see our entire line of Knock On lifestyle clothing, as well as some awesome Knock On gear and accessories that I personally take to the field myself. Enter promo code SHOWFAN and I'll include a free signed photo. Also remember that all U.S. orders over 100 get free shipping. knockonarchery.com.
Dead Center.
In this week's Dead Center, I'm going to talk about the importance of anchoring properly. And regardless of the type of release you use, whether it's fingers, a handheld release, or a wrist strap, your anchor position is really going to be critical to determining your accuracy. And the reason that is because sometimes your anchoring will greatly affect your arrow and the position of this arrow on your face. And it's important that in archery that you prevent any type of contact that you might have with your arrow on your face, because compound bows are much different than an older style traditional bow in the fact that compound bows have let off. And because of that let off, these cams actually take fractions of a second longer to ramp up in order to launch that projectile from your face. So because of that let off, your arrow is actually sitting back here by your face for a little while before it actually catches the part of the power band in your cam that launches that arrow forward. In some high-speed photography that I've taken part in the past, I've learned that on some of my bows, my shot from point A to point B clearing my rest took about 18 thousandths of a second to happen. And what was amazing about that was for 13 thousandths of that 18 thousandths of a second, my arrow had still never left my face. So that gives you a lot of time theoretically for you to do anything back here with your face to make contact with that arrow and ultimately give that arrow a predetermined direction before it ever even gets to clear your bow. One of the most critical things is facial pressure, whether it's from a beard, whether it's from having naturally more facial tissue, or whether it's from a face mask. Any type of contact that you have on that arrow is going to greatly determine where that arrow ends up downrange. An important factor to remember when it comes to anchoring is the lower you anchor, then the lower you're going to bring this shaft on your face. You know, what I like to teach and what I taught in the very first season was the proper position for you to anchor. With a handheld release, I talked about the V between your pointer finger and your middle finger going on your jawline. For a caliper style release, we talked about your knuckle going at the base of your ear. And what that did was that puts your arrow in the safe zone of your face, what I call the cradle between your lip and your chin, Right here in this cradle, your arrow can sit and travel forward without having any type of contact. Now, if you anchor lower, then you're going to move that shaft lower on your chin and ultimately give it more opportunity for contact. An easy way for you to look to see if you're having unwanted contact is to just look at your fletchings. If the fletching that's closest to your face is rippled or has discoloration on it, then most likely you're contacting your face on every shot. And you can improve your accuracy by adjusting your anchor position so that your arrow travels without that contact. The last thing that you really need to focus on is your draw length, because if your draw length is too long, then that arrow in your fletching is going to be further back on your face. What you want to do when you come to full draw and you have proper posture, you're going to want to make sure that your string comes to rest almost right at the corner of your mouth so that your arrow fits in the cradle and that your string just comes forward to the tip of your nose. I'll give you one look at what perfect draw length can do along with a proper anchor position to give you perfect clearance on your arrow.
If you're looking to learn more about archery, be sure to tune in to Nock On Podcast. Nock On Podcast is a weekly talk show where I get in-depth with shooting techniques, equipment setup, and also give you a no BS review on some of the latest industry gear. Nock On Podcasts are great for listening on a road trip or that dreaded ride into work. Expand your archery knowledge with the highest level of world-class information on the airwaves. Nock On Podcast.
Lone Wolves Field Recon.
Been here in a brand new area, and this is a main intersection area, and in about another 2.5, 3 weeks this is going to be unbelievable for the rut. So in these types of areas where you're going to have to be quick on your feet and you're going to need to know the yardage right away, especially in these areas where the bucks are chasing these does and you might not have time to range, what I'm doing is I've got 2 different colors spray paint. I also do this with ribbons too if you're worried about smell, but in this area I know we're not going to really be in here for about another 2 weeks. But it's my 20-yard pin, my 30-yard pin, my 40-yard pin. That's the colors that I go with. And as you can see, I've got pretty much a full radius around my stand. That's right up there. We've got a full radius of 20 yards marked. And I've gone around and marked 30 yards as well, and we've went with the green again for the 40 yards. So that's this week's field recon tip. Mark your trees in these tight spots like this, and then you can be quick to get the range when you need to.
Just to prove how awesome these tree markers work, I'm going to take you on an awesome hunt I had where I got 2 coyotes in one sit with quick shots.
This is a good day right now. 2 coyotes. A mangy one and a big one. Man, I'm so bummed out. It's November. Haven't got a buck yet. It's the end of November. No buck for me. But that's a good way to end it right there. 2 coyotes. 2 coyotes. A mangy one. Wasn't the best of shots. But just smoke that big one. Nice.
Well, it's the end of November. It's getting close to the end of the deer season, unfortunately. Gun season's going to open up here in a few days. But had that real mangy, raby-looking coyote come in first and made a shot on him. And he kind of made quite the racket. And then next thing you know, here comes this one to check it out. This is definitely a big alpha male. Perfect shot on him. I'm not going to go look for that other one because I'm afraid to touch it. But 2 coyotes in one morning. This is just an awesome way to end the archery season, in my opinion. I don't like getting pictures of coyotes on my game cameras, and that's what's been happening, so I know I've got too many. So this is one less to worry about. Stay with us.
Now let's take a trip down memory lane and check out some of the awesome ghost bucks of the past here in my home state of Iowa.
Here he comes. Did you hit that thing? That's it, dude. It's heartbreak. That's freaking heartbreak. I smoked him. Dude, that's heartbreaker, dude. Did you go through him? Did you go through him? Did you go through that sucker? Yeah! Oh my God! Welcome to Iowa, Mike! Get serious, dude! And this is seriously just such a dream come true. 2 hours in the stand, first day, Iowa whitetail, and I just couldn't be happier. I'm at a loss for words, so. Body. Can you see him?
Is that him right there?
Yeah, you gotta make a good shot halfway up the body.
Is that him right there?
Yes, halfway up the body. Just pull behind the shoulder.
Is he moving?
You gotta shoot him.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. That was awesome. I've been hunting for 2 months with no success, and now I finally got my big buck.
Yes. A little bit back.
I just want to say to everyone out there, if you're feeling discouraged and putting a lot of time in and not seeing anything, you know, just know that it will happen. You know, some people go out and it happens the first time, and others take years and years before they even, you know, see a buck like this. And, you know, it took me a long time, and it was worth every hour that I didn't see something, and every time I complained about how cold my feet were.
That's for sure.
I would take those frozen toes anytime, you know, to achieve this, and I'm just so grateful. And Half Rack made my dreams come true. Thanks, buddy.
dose of deliciousness.
Great memory. That's why you come to Iowa, right there. Right there.